Okay, here's a video on number 27 and 28 for the midpoint formula. Okay, as you remember on the midpoint formula, in order to figure out the midpoint, you add the x's of the two points, and then you add the y's of the 2 points divided by 2. You find the average. Basically, what you're doing. All right, let's look at number 27 here. All right, the first ordered pair is radical 2, comma, radical 3. Okay, well, we get that. So you like this is an x and this is a y. Now the second one is not simplified, so we need to simplify. Let's talk about radical 8 for a second. What we're trying to do is we're trying to reduce the number in the radicand, and if you may remember, take a little side tour over here, x and x squared, okay? 2, 3, 4, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. So the question is, what is radical 16? Well, we know that radical 16 is just going this way, that's 4. Okay, that's a good thing. All right, so what we're doing by reducing or simplifying a radical, we're breaking it up into two radicals. So let me make sure we understand this. Radical 9 times radical 4 is radical 36. We know that's true because 3 times 2 is equal to 6. All right, so we're going to take this radical 8 and break it down. Let's break it down into radical 4 times radical 2. Remember, you're looking for a number on the right side here that will go into the radicand. And we know that radical 4 is 2, so that's just 2 radical 2. And the same thing for the y. The y on number 27 is radical 12. So radical 12. I'm going to leave some space over here for the other problem here. So radical 12, well, I know 4 times 3 gives me 12. So the radical 4 is just 2. This is 2 radical 3. So let's go back to our problem. We got the first ordered pair. The second ordered pair is negative 2 radical 2, comma, negative 2 radical 3. All right, let's find the midpoint. Add the x's, radical 2 plus negative radical, whoops, I'm sorry. Got to really focus here. All right, so radical 2 plus a radical 2 plus a negative 2 radical 2 over 2. Okay, that would be the x, and the y would be radical 3 plus negative 2 radical 3 over 2. Now, when I mean understood, if I say what's 1 minus 2, that's negative 2, right? And if I say what's x minus 2x, that's just negative x. So what is 1 radical 2 minus 2 radical 2? That's negative radical 2 over 2. So that's the x part. And what is radical 3 minus 2 radical 3? Just use my idea over here. And that's going to be negative radical 3 over 2. Negative radical 3 over 2. Okay, so there's the answer for 27. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Now let's look at 28. 28, notice this is not simplified, that's not simplified, that's not simplified, and that's not simplified. So we're going to have to take them a step at a time. 2 radical 45. Well, we know that's just 2 times radical 9 times 5. And radical 9 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Radical 5. Or let's do the next guy, radical 12. We already did radical 12. That's just 2 radical 3. Now let's look over here to the second order pair, radical 20. Remember, that's 4 times 5. 4 times 5 gives me 20. Radical 4 really is just 2. So that's 2 radical 5. We're simplifying radicals. Got a video on that if you need it. And then we have radical 27, 9 times 3. Okay, what's radical 9? That's just 3. So 3 radical 3. All right, so what does this mean? This means my ordered pairs simplify to 6 radical 5, comma 2 radical 3, and 2 radical 5, comma 5 radical 3. Again, we're going to follow the same procedure we did last time. We're going to add the x's together and divide by 2. Well, what is 6 plus 2? That's 8 radical 5. Remember, over 2. That would be the x. And then the y would be 2 plus 3 is 5 radical 3 over 2. We could simplify a little bit. That's 4 radical 5, comma. You could write this a different way. You could say 5 halves radical 3. You could just leave it as 5 radical 3 over 2. So that's my final answer for number 28. All right, it is my hope that that was communicated properly and that you understand that problem very well.